Hi there, I'm Ms. Zeman. I'm a librarian for Hamilton County, and I'm here today to help you with research. So let's get started. Okay, so what's our assignment? Write a written response in which you explain what cultural diffusion is and provide historical examples. You may also want to elaborate on examples of cultural diffusion today. So where do we start? Well, we know what our textbook says, and we want to get a little research outside of our textbook. So I'm going to tell you to start at Wikipedia. That's right, I said it. Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a crowdsourced encyclopedia. That means everyone knowledgeable about a certain topic can add to or edit information about that topic. Does that sometimes mean it can be inaccurate? Well, sometimes. But lots of times the inaccurate information is identified by an expert and it is changed back to accurate information. However, because of the small percentage of the times when the article is inaccurate, we never use Wikipedia as our only source. Do you know what I mean when I say cite your work? That's when you make note of the source of your information within your own work. You might take direct quotes from your source, or you might summarize it in your own words. Either way, you have to give credit to the source. Typically for you, that'll mean creating a bibliography, but we won't worry about that right now. Let's go back to Wikipedia. Let's see, what was our question again? Write a written response in which you explain what cultural diffusion is. All right, let's start there. Cultural diffusion. Helps if you spell it correctly. Okay. Now, here's why I like Wikipedia. In the first paragraph, you're going to get a simple definition of the topic you've searched. So, here we have our answer. Now, do you copy and paste it into your paper? No, of course not. You read it, you take notes on it, and you compare it with the knowledge that you've already learned in class or in your textbook, and then in your own words, you write the answer. Now, here's something else I like about Wikipedia. On the bottom of the article, it points to where it received its information. Remember, we talked about citing your sources? This article has cited their sources in their notes section and in their reference section. And it even has an external link to more information. So if you wanted to dig deeper into this subject, here are a lot of different places you could go. But for us, it looks a little bit too academic. So let's go somewhere else to try to find the rest of our answer. Okay, so now I want to show you another cool tool. It's called the Tennessee Electronic Library. And to find it, you just need to search for TEL in your search bar. And your first hit should be the Tennessee Electronic Library. There are a lot of really great tools that you can find on this website, but for now I want to focus on some key places where you can discover the information that you need for this class. So I'm going to go to Students, and I'm going to go to Middle School. And I scroll down to this, World Book Student. So what is World Book? Well, it's a tool that features more than 40,000 encyclopedia and reference articles, biographies, videos, images, and activities that support all of your research needs. Y'all remember encyclopedias, right? Well, this is one huge encyclopedia right at your fingertips. And encyclopedias are great places to find factual information that you know you can rely on to be true. So now I'm going to type in my keyword search, or in this case, keywords. Cultural diffusion. And that takes us to 6 encyclopedia articles that contain the words cultural diffusion. Let's see what we got. First, we have an article about culture. Now, I'm going to show you a really cool, quick tip that you may already know about, but you might not. If you, on your keyboard, select the keys Control and F at the same time, that allows you to find words. So in this case, I want to find, where does it say cultural diffusion in this article? Well, it looks like it doesn't. So I don't think I'm going to use this. Let's go back. What's next? City. Okay. Now look, my search box is already there, but if not, I can select Control F on my keyboard and type in cultural diffusion, hit enter, and it's telling me that there are 3 places in which that is written in this article, and it's highlighted it for me. So let's just go back and read this paragraph. 2 other trends also have aided to the development of cities. One trend, sometimes called population implosion or population urbanization, is the increasing concentration of people in small parts of the earth, these parts of the cities and their surrounding areas. The other trend, sometimes called population displosion or population diversification, is the movement to cities by people of a variety of cultural backgrounds. Through the years, cities came to include people from different racial, religious, national, and language groups. This mixing of people brought about cultural diffusion, a process by which people of different backgrounds learn from each other by exchanging ideas. Cultural diffusion ranks among the most important factors in the development of civilization. All right, is that information that we can use? Let's go back to our question. Write a written response in which you explain what cultural diffusion is. Okay, we've done that. And provide historical examples. So is this an example of cultural diffusion? A city? Absolutely. Now, do you remember learning about cities in this unit? Can you think of a good example of cultural diffusion within a city? Can you answer one of these questions? You bet. Now let's try to find another example. So we'll have to do another keyword search. What word should we use? To find that, let's go back to our Wikipedia entry. Okay, spread of cultural items such as ideas, styles, religions, technologies, languages. What about religions? We've been learning a lot about religion this unit, right? Specifically Islam. So let's use that as our keyword search. And for that, I'm going to show you a different tool. Instead of world book, let's go to this database called Gale in Context. Now don't get hung up on how to get there because I'm going to provide you a link that'll take you right there. But again, it's part of the Tennessee Electronic Library. Think of it like a store full of knowledge. Kind of like Amazon, it's full of products that you can buy. Gale is full of information you can use. And you can search for things much the same way. So, for example, if I were to search for a pair of Nike sneakers in Amazon, I'd probably, in my search, put Nike, right? Or I might put sneakers and then filter my search by brand and then find Nike. Well, this works much the same way, okay? So let's do an advanced search using the keywords Islam and culture and diffusion. Let's see what we get. Nothing. All right. Try again. Go back. Let's this time try Islam and culture. Oh, bingo. That gave us a lot more. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Persian culture, Islamic art and architecture, Islamic trade. Are these things that you've been learning about? Do they help you answer the question of examples of historical examples of cultural diffusion? Absolutely. So I can click on it. I can read the article, or I can listen to it by selecting the listen, and then it'll read it to me. And I take notes, and from my notes, I write my answer. And remember to let your teacher know where you got your information, to cite your source. Okay, I hope that helps. And if not, you can always ask your librarian at your school. We're here to help. Good luck!